voting rights?
So, one of the major freedoms of the United States of America is the freedom to vote. Voting is a right of every citizen of our country, and it is also our responsibility. If the government is truly to be of the people, for the people, by the people, then it needs to be supported by people going to the ballot box and voting. If it's not, then we're going to lose our democracy. It is literally that important. Every 4 years, every citizen of the United States has the ability to affect what's going to happen in the White House and in all of these other races. And I'll bring it down because all politics are local. Bring it down to the local schools. There are a lot of very major issues with the Chicago Public Schools coming up this year, and an elected school board is going to have to deal with them. For example, there's a Chicago Teachers Union strike looming because we don't have a contract yet. And the people who are going to be on that school board are going to have to make decisions to finalize that contract before it expires, or our kids are going to be home. Now, how much more direct can it be for us to have to do something? The same thing is true when you start to talk about some of the things going on in the state. We have some very major decisions to be made in terms of the way that the projects are being put together to repave highways, to rebuild bridges. These are decisions that are going to be made in the Illinois legislature this year. One really interesting one that's coming is whether or not to get rid of the grocery tax. Well, that's pretty important for us. And we can have a say in that by voting for people who are going to suspend the tax on food. So voting is extremely important in a democracy. Without it, there is no democracy. And it's absolutely critical to get out there and do what needs to be done.
Thank you for answering. You answered that just perfectly. I think that it's a right. It's like for every citizen, it gives definition to your citizenship.
Yes.
Yeah. So, and just challenges. Have you run into challenges on with your sister, making such being an advocate for things?
Yes, I have been extremely active for a